So today I wanted to show you guys how to do a face highlight and contour with just the Perfector sponge. I've had a couple requests for this, so I wanted to just do a tutorial on it for you guys. So first you're going to take your Perfector sponge and you're going to get it damp. So I'm just getting it wet and squeezing it out, and you'll notice that it's going to expand significantly. So you just want to get it all wet and expanded and wring it out so it's damp. So now I'll show you guys. Whoa! Sorry about that. See if I can get us adjusted here. There we go. Whoa. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so you can see it's much bigger now. So I'm going to take my damp Perfector sponge and put it aside for the minute. I normally use my Stay Spray to prime, but I wanted to show you guys an alternative way. Some people, the Stay Spray doesn't work super great for them, depending on their skin type. So I've noticed that those people really love the toner, and I kind of change it back and forth. I've been kind of using the toner lately. I really like it. I like the smell of it, and I like what it does to my skin. So I'm going to take that, the Milk toner from the Tres Leches line, and I'm just going to spray that all over my face. And as you can see, I already did my eyes, which looks kind of strange because I don't have anything else done yet. So I'm going to spray that all over my face. I'm going to let it dry. So same process as the Stay Spray, just using a different product. So once that's dry, I'm going to take my Perfector sponge, and I'm just going to pick one side of it, like around here, and I'm going to put my highlight color onto it. So I'm just getting my highlight color onto the sponge. Just like that. And I'm just gonna press that all over into my face. Now this is going to give you a very natural, more of a sheer coverage than a full coverage, just so that you're aware of that. But it does give a really, really great blended coverage for those of you that like it to be very, very natural. So you can already see the difference of it color correcting the red spots and blemishes on my skin. So I'm literally just dabbing that or stippling it all over my face. Going back in, and I'm just kind of like rubbing it in my highlight. You can dab too. It just depends. When you rub it, you get a little bit more on there, I've found, but totally personal preference. And I love that this sponge has the pointy part on the end because it's so great for getting like right under here. And the great thing about the sponge too is that you can move it around to however you need to shape it on your face, which is great. So just gonna keep going in with that, just in dabbing, stippling motions. You don't want to swipe it because you're just gonna swipe the product around on your face. It's not really gonna do anything. You just want to really like press it into your skin. And the great thing about the Perfector sponge is it's such a great blending tool. Excuse me. It's such a great blending tool that it's just gonna really blend out your makeup all the way around if that's the only thing that you're using as well. And I like to blend down my neck a little bit because sometimes I get some blemishes right under like my jawline. So I just kind of like to go through and blend it just a little bit. So now that I have my highlight color, sorry, I'm kind of double checking in the mirror. Sometimes it's hard to see in my phone. Now that I have my highlight color applied all over, you can see that. Now I'm going to go in with my brightener under eye color with the tip of the Perfector sponge, and I'm just going to use that to just blend onto any problem areas, blemishes that I have. So you can see over here there's still a little bit that I would like a little bit more coverage on, and same right here, a little bit of scarring too. So take the point with your lighter color, your under eye brightener, and I'm just gonna go in and blend that in, and you can literally see it disappearing. So super great tool, and I think that the Perfector sponge is a very like underestimated tool. And then I'm just kind of gonna flip it back and just blend very lightly back over those spots that I kind of touched up a little bit. That's what I'm saying. I think that the Perfector sponge is a very underestimated tool and underused. I think a lot of people, including myself previously, when I first started getting into makeup, I didn't really see the point in it. Like, I knew a lot of people who use them, but I was like, well, I just like my brushes. But this is such a great tool, and it's only $13, which is awesome. So if you can't afford all the brushes and you only have like one, but you really want like an extra tool under your belt, this is a great option that I think a lot of people don't really think about. So now that I have that done, I'm gonna do my contour. So I'm gonna kind of turn it around, and I have a little dent in mine from one of my kids messing with it, but and I'm gonna go in with my contour now on this side. And when I do my contour, once I get it on my sponge, I'm gonna kind of squeeze it so that you're getting more of that contour line versus like the all over with the highlight. So I'm gonna go in with my contour, which I'm gonna use Aspen, which I also feel like is a super underrated thing. A lot of people think that Aspen is too light, but for fair-skinned girls, it is awesome. I love it. So now I'm gonna flip this around so the point is facing down, because I want more of my contour line to be more up here than the wider part down here, because I really want to create that shadow more so up here than down here. Sorry, had to adjust my stool. So I'm gonna take that, and same thing, I'm gonna pinch it kind of like that, and I'm just gonna go right in there in that line. And I love actually using this for contour because it gives, sorry, I'm having issues with my stool. Okay. So I really love actually using this for contour because like, look how beautifully that's already blending. And I've hardly done anything at all. So even if you love your brushes for highlight, I think that the Perfector sponge can be a great tool to do your contour, because if you worry about having such a harsh line and you want it more blended, the Perfector sponge is the perfect tool. So you can already see I have that nice line, it's nicely blended, and you can already see how much that's already chiseling out my face. So same thing on the other side. You want the point pointing towards your mouth, and I'm just gonna go right in there with that and just dab and blend up and down right on that line. And this side's a little harder to see on me because I do have kind of a raised blemish right there, but it's so great. I love it. Do not let contour scare you. So now you can see, like right here, I feel like I went a little bit too far, so I'm just literally gonna flip it back around into my highlight, and I'm just gonna gently dab. Just like that. So pretty. Now, if you're someone who needs contour on your forehead too, totally go in and do that with the Perfector. Same thing, you're gonna want the Perfector pointing down because you're gonna want the wider part at the top of your forehead. So I'm just gonna go in, and I don't have a super large forehead, but I do like to contour a little bit, just right on the top part. So you get that nice blend right there. And I just did mine super subtle, so just like that. So now I'm gonna go back in with the, oh gosh, I'm just on a roll today. The flatter, like the butt end, I guess, if you want to call it that, of my Perfector sponge, and I'm gonna go in with my blush color. So today I'm going to go ahead and use, let's see, I'm gonna use Petal. I haven't used that in a while. I think it'll kind of go nice with my headband. So I'm gonna go in with Petal. Just get that on my Perfector sponge. And I'm just gonna dab. Now, Petal on me is a very, very light color. And I honestly think that it would show up a lot better on someone who had a little bit darker skin, because it's so light that I think it would just look a little better on someone else's skin. It's a little bit darker, but it is a really pretty color to give just a really, really slight natural glow. So that's kind of my recommendation on Petal. Normally when I use Petal, I kind of go over it and mix it with another color. So that's what I was gonna do, is I put Petal on first, and then I'm gonna go kind of back over it with a little bit of Hollywood, because Hollywood is a really, really, really gorgeous color too. So now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Hollywood. As you can see, Hollywood shows up a little bit better, so I'm just gently dabbing up and down on my cheeks to get that nice color. But like, seriously guys, look how incredibly easy it is to blend with this Perfector sponge. Like, I just love it. It's awesome. Just like that. My contour, my blush. So now that you have that done, I want to go in with my brightener color. So I'm going to go back to using more of kind of the edge and the tip of my Perfector sponge, and I'm going to go in with my lighter under eye color, and I'm just going to blend that right around my eye and down, kind of in like a, you know, a pie shape, if you would want to call it that. Just like that. So you can see it's already lifting up that eye. Sorry, the lighting is not like the best. I always struggle with getting good lighting. I need to get a ring light. When I was back in Michigan, I actually had one that I was using, but now that I'm here, I need to get another one. Just like that. So then you're pretty much done. And then if you want to go in with one of the powder illuminators or cream illuminators, if you're going to use the powder, I would kind of recommend just using your finger. If you're going to use a cream, you can totally use the Perfector sponge, which is what I'm going to show you right now. I think that the Perfector sponge is beautiful for applying the cream illuminators, like for sure 100%. I love it for that. So you're gonna find a spot that's still relatively clean on your sponge, and that is one thing with the Perfector sponges, you're gonna want to clean it every day to kind of get that off when you're done for the next day, if that's all that you're using. Just a little point on that. So I'm gonna go in with honey, which gives just a really nice sun-kissed glow. I really like it. So I'm gonna go in with honey, just lightly right on the top of my cheekbone. So pretty, it's so pretty and natural. You can see just like that little tiny catch of the light shimmer. Here it's catching the light. So pretty. You can see that catch of the light right there. And I even kind of blend it a little bit into the top of my blush because that's how I like it. I go down my nose a little bit, Cupid's bow, so you can see that, just that little shine. You can go under the brow bone. Sit down my nose. Anywhere you want, really. I like to go a little bit on my bottom lip too. And that's basically it. And then apply your lip color. So if I wanted to do Petal, which is probably pretty light, but just take my finger and put that right on there. Just like that. So I do really love Petal as a lip color too, side note. It's really pretty. I can even dab some honey over top of it, which I love doing. Reminds me a lot of one of my favorite Burt's Bees, which is the Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer Champagne color. Honey and Petal is a good dupe for that. So anyways, that is it for that, and hopefully that was helpful. So yeah, also the eye colors that I have on right now are I have Glamazing under here along with the honey I just put on, Zion, Rigoletto, Oak, and Crush. So that's that. Of course, my favorite mascara, Thrive Mascara. I love it. It's $24. Go look it up online. The best mascara ever. So I'm going to try to link a picture of everything that I use if you're curious. So anyways, if you have any questions, just let me know below. See you guys.